gulf is not a prison. It is salvation.
Get in.
Please, you have to help me. This is a mistake.
I won't ask you again.
I'm not a criminal. I'm not...
We are community. We are family.
You've fallen into the gulf now, lad. You best forget the world you knew, because it sure as hell forgotten you.
Guard! Guard! Come back! Oh no, 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 no!
Beyond greed, beyond causality, beyond creed and beyond reality, the gulf is where you belong.
No.
We love you. All of you. That is why we are here.
Hello? Who's there?
A friend. It's all right. Just stay calm. Breathe. Let your eyes adjust.
Where am I?
Ah, now there's a question. I suppose you could call it the end of the funnel.
You've got to help me. I shouldn't be here.
Because you're innocent?
Yes.
Of what?
I can't remember. Why can't I remember?
Unsettling, isn't it? You think you're safe minding your own mind, and then they come. The alien hands erupting through the wall, pulling you through and closing the gap behind. No trace, no chaos, not even a tear. No one to miss you. So now, this is just a waiting game. And I am very good at waiting.
Mr. Rusk?
Sorry. I was drifting. I was...
Somewhere else? I think we should try that again.
Again? I'm not sure I...
Repetition can be wonderfully therapeutic. Just shut your eyes, lose yourself for a moment, then find your feet in the memory and take it all from the top.
Okay. I woke in a sweat as they splintered the door. There were shouts and barks and bullet bodies pounding up the stairs.
And you hid?
Beneath the bed. I was so scared. I could see their jet black boots walking in step across the landing. They were dragging something. Maybe.
Good. Very good.
They didn't kill the organs. They were thieves.
Yes?
I was 11 when they took my mother. The next morning, when my father came downstairs, he stepped barefoot over her torn papers and the fragments of glass. Head forward, shoulders back, and boiled himself a coffee. Didn't notice me standing there. His bleeding feet, and when I asked about my mother, he just stared. Stared out of the broken window and said that she'd gone out. I cleaned my dog and buried her in the garden, fixed the house, and missed a day of school. Everyone had loved my mother. Darling of the district, they'd said. The big shot, the high flyer, the superstar. But from that night on, not one of them knew her name. And it wasn't embarrassment, it wasn't fear, it was like she'd just fallen away and out of the world. And even Father couldn't see. His eyes would glaze over when he saw her picture, couldn't focus on her face. But I remember the boots, the voices, the alien words. I've spent so many years blocking them out, but now I know they were real. The organs are real, and my mother's still out there somewhere waiting. Waiting for me.
Well done, Lysette. You've never said that all out loud before, have you?
You must think I'm mad.
Not at all. I've dealt with far stranger things.
Can you hear something?
Would you care for a biscuit before we go on? Or some tea?
One
can never have too much tea. It can be most invigorating.
Who's there? Who's...
And crossing the threshold. Now! Lysert!
What's happening?
Tell me you didn't just call your wife Mum.
Sorry, love. Bad dream.
This is your captain speaking. Could passengers please remain seated and fasten their safety harnesses? Thank you.
Here, have another detox pill.
Thanks. Where are we?
See for yourself.
It's just white. All white.
Spooky, isn't it? One moment we were flying through space, and the next everything just crumpled and melted away, like water down a drain. Then the engine stopped. We were drifting for a while until they came. Tied some sort of rope to the hull.
Rope?
Weird, right? Still, no weirder than where we're heading. The covert prison planet beyond reality.
I don't trust them. Sooner we get to the Gulf, the better.
Look, Earth made a deal. Let's not be judgmental just because they're not human.
I don't get it, Harper. We're in the fastest starship money can buy, but we're stuck being towed by a hot air balloon.
Order! You stand accused of treason against the Balloonist Code and the destruction of the gallery collection known as David Mason.
I am David Mason, and so are they. So we take their art away.
Look, it's not my fault that David's jumped.
He was your project, your responsibility.
So I'm being punished for what? Artistic license?
Creative deviance.
This is a travesty of justice. And I deny it. I deny all of you.
He's guilty. Guilty.
I hereby sentence you to life imprisonment in the Gulf.
The Gulf? There's not a prison out there that can hold me.
Take him away!
Get off me! This is not over! You can't do this to me! And 1,825 days later, I'm still here.
What are you doing to the cell?
Drawing. You ever thought about art, Herman?
I am a hacker, not an artist.
Well, the professions are not mutually exclusive. Anyone at all can be an artist. It's just a matter of perspective. There. What do you think?
Why a balloon?
It's symbolic.
Of what?
Oh, the old days. Back when my chalk could have toppled empires, shattered prejudice, sent tears trickling down the cheeks of even the coldest hearts. Now, I am forgotten.
Hearts do not have cheeks.
I was being metaphorical. You robots. You really are exceedingly simple creatures, aren't you?
I am an android. My computational powers far
exceed any mere servo unit. Yes, so you keep saying.
Well, it is true.
And it is also true that I am a breathing bipedal mammal with 2 eyes, small ears, and wispy white hair. At the moment, at any rate.
Your point?
Just because it's true doesn't make it interesting. Every story ever told has at least a smattering of fiction. What's life without a metaphor?
Efficient.
You're no fun.
You there, on your feet. Hands where I can see them.
If you insist.
Someone to see you. Governor's orders.
Right on cue, adjudicator. I'll lead the way. Shall I, guard?
Welcome to another day in the Gulf.
Citizens in blocks Alpha through Gamma must report to their designated test centres for routine injections. Remaining wings to submit for cellular extraction.
Thank you, computer. And remember, citizens, damnation is salvation.
Damnation is salvation.
You took your time. Some cellmate you are.
Jenny? Jenny, God! What happened to you?
Force paralysis. It's kinda been killing us, apparently.
Why?
Tried to escape. Whole thing lasted less than a minute. Guards all over us, torture, beatings, blah, blah, blah. Once my muscles atrophy, they'll let me down, I think.
Those tubes. Is that blood?
Best not to think about them.
God, I think I'm going to be sick.
Oh, that's nice.
Honestly, I leave you alone for 5 cycles and you get yourself stuck to the ceiling for 2 years.
Why'd you say 2?
Oh. They did the same to Gavrok in Block B3. Must have caught him too.
Oh, I can't do it, Kel. We're innocent. You know it. I know it.
We think we're innocent. Sometimes I wonder.
Wonder what?
I don't remember anything. Not an arrest, not a trial. What did we do that was so bad we can't even remember?
How's the tea?
Excellent. Thanks.
Let's continue. You're a military man, Mr. Rusk.
I was, before they privatised the army.
And had it liquidated, I believe?
Almost overnight.
Not much call for soldiers under one rule now, is there? No crime, no chaos, no crossed words.
But no crime at all. Not even a parking ticket. Surely that's impossible.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that's history, isn't it?
Is it? I'm not so sure.
Go on.
You'll think I'm crazy.
Please. I'm a therapist.
All right. My mother's disappearance, the end of crime. I think they're linked somehow. By a word.
Word? What word?
Golf.
The chains suit you.
Adjudicator. What an expected displeasure.
Expected?
5 years on the trot, same day, same spot, same gloating hologram. You're nothing if not predictable.
At least there's art to my efficiency. Order. Routine.
Well, if you've come to discuss spreadsheets, Adjudicator, you're welcome to push for the death penalty.
Must be tough living like this, day in, day out. Trapped in one reality, one body. Just an ordinary little human. Don't try to transform. You'll only embarrass yourself.
Stop it.
Why should I? It's a free universe.
Well, for some of us it is. That's not your face.
Touché. You always were selfish.
This interview is over.
It's over when I say it's over. See? I know what you think of me. Of us. That we're stunted, rigid, and dull.
Obviously.
Well, we're planning something. Something big. An artistic endeavour on a scale that's never been conceived. And you know where you'll be? While we're painting the most important work in all of creation? In here. A tired old man, alone with his chalk. Just another forgotten, worthless life.
Citizens will participate in 1 hour of mandatory exercise.
That's it. Keep it moving.
Oh, morning, Pollard. You're looking well. Really well, actually.
Had 5 layers of suck-cuticle makeup applied while I was sleeping. Almost market ready. No ill effects.
Makes a change.
You'd be surprised. We're getting more and more cosmetic stuff at the moment. Probably aren't all that many diseases left to be cured. Suppose we've got to give the robot something to do.
Well, speak for yourself. Feels like my hand's been dunked in acid.
Catheter modulator, was it? Looks like it'll scar.
Oh, I've had worse.
We've all had.
Hey, you two! This yard is for exercise, not mothers' meetings.
Sorry, sir. Come on.
You heard about Jan?
Yeah, so much for your escape committee.
Well, would have joined if they hadn't put me on the trial. Oh, God.
Then it's a good thing they did.
You there, on your feet.
I can't. Her life signs are critical. Please, just let me go.
All right, you know the drill. Send her to hell on.
Hold on. What?
I thought I told you to move.
He didn't mean to stare. Come on, Kel.
Great. Round we go again like good little lab rats. Running and running and running. Till we drop.
Big smiles, Kel. Big smiles.
Just look at them go. What a sight. All those lines of happy people. Attention, all citizens. The Gulf is not a prison. It is a community.
The Gulf is not a prison. It is a community.
My community.
And there she goes again, the daily power trip.
What are you doing?
Tinkering.
That is a compact radio receiver.
You're very astute, Herman.
From where in the prison did you acquire it?
The meeting chamber. I've been loosening it gradually over the last 5 years. The adjudicator's usually too busy thrusting zines at me to notice. And didn't you hear our governor, Herman? It's not a prison, it's...
Yes!
See?
I do not subscribe to her narrative. And neither do you.
Yes, well, we're genetically advantaged, aren't we, Herman? Medically exempt, so to speak. You're a robot, and I'm...
Yes.
Incompatible for medical trials, shall we say.
Damnation is salvation.
Humans, on the other hand, have the most fantastic proclivity for self-delusion. It only takes a goal or a graphic, and they're quite happy to be told to be happy. Anything for an easier life.
They have no alternative. The punishment for disobedience is severe. Just this morning, a female was strapped to the ceiling for trying to escape. A series of pipes are changing her blood with other attempted escapees every half hour, just to see what will happen.
Sounds creative. But then it would, wouldn't it?
What do you mean?
Art, Herman. Think about it. Now, let's see what we can hear.
Welcome to the Swen News broadcast.
The news tomorrow, today.
This is live?
More or less. It takes a little while to cross the gallery.
The gallery?
And coming up.
Improvements to detection drones have doubled the rate of crime identification by expanding the definition of crime.
I feel a lot safer. I really do.
The elimination of Veritas syndrome with new drug Mendasium has caused a huge boost to the Earth economy.
Death will soon be a thing of the past, like craftsmen, candles, or Christmas,
said an expert in something or other. The new drug, developed in record time, has been universally hailed by medical professionals as
wonderful. A preemptive strike on illness. It's just what the galaxy needs.
But at what cost, I wonder?
What are we listening for?
A more terrestrial channel.
Transport to Gulf. Transport to Gulf.
There!
Are you receiving me?
Nigel here. Receiving you loud and clear, Captain.
We have entered the gallery and are making our approach.
What approach? What does it mean?
Well, it means, Herman, that today is the day. Spread the word. Rally the troops.
For what?
We'd like to remind our listeners that reports of disappearances... There are no disappearances.
Not long now, Lysett.
Starting descent.
Lysett?
Good, Harper. Yes, that's good.
I think we should try that again.
Yes, Was I...
Drifting again, Lysett. More tea?
Thanks. Yes.
I've been thinking about this theory of yours. A prison that plucks people out of the world, leaving utter devastation and not the slightest trace.
It's the only thing that makes sense. We don't have scientists anymore. We don't need them. The vaccines just appear sometimes before the disease.
But we are living longer. You can't deny that.
Are we, though? Look at the charts. The population's plummeting by the day, but nobody's saying anything about it. It's like they haven't even noticed.
But you have. That's interesting in itself. You, alone among your family and friends, remember your mother. Why is that, I wonder?
I wonder. You all right?
What? Yes, I...
Nervous about Varric? Been reading her file. She sounds like...
a fanatic.
I was going to say nutter, but yeah, we'll go with that.
I was a cadet last time I saw her. Strange woman, a little... unbalanced.
You think she'll step aside?
Do you? She's been running the Gulf for 30 years alone. If she wasn't batty before, she is now.
Governor Varrock, the shuttle...
Nigel? I didn't hear you knock.
No,
I hope after all this time you haven't lost your manners. Manners are very important. Without manners, we start to have friction, ideology, decay. You don't want that, do you, Nigel?
Oh, of course not, Mum.
Well then, let's try it again. Go on. Come in. Now, wasn't that better?
Governor, the shuttle from Earth will be arriving imminently.
From Earth?
Governor Rusk, Mum. Your replacement?
Replacement?
Yes, Mum.
If this is a joke, Nigel, I'll be very happy to laugh myself silly. But if it's not, then you're liable to make me very, very angry indeed.
It's no joke, Mum. And I did remind you yesterday, and the day before, and the several hundred days before that.
Impossible.
Computer?
The Gulf system dictates that a governor may serve a maximum term of 30 years.
You see?
But
when Rusk arrives, power will be transferred. Rusk will be governor. The community will continue. The system will continue.
Could you just stop pacing for 5 minutes?
Oh, I'm sorry.
How much longer, computer?
Until the experiment is complete.
And how long's that?
Unknown.
Oh!
Hi, it's our sustenance hour soon. I could get you something?
Have you got a step ladder?
No, but...
Then it's not going to do me much good, is it?
Hey, Jenny. I might know a guy, 2 guys, actually. Just transferred from Alpha Wing. Word is they're making a move today.
Well, have fun escaping without me.
I won't abandon you, Jen. I promise.
You don't get it, Kel. I'm scared. I'm in so much pain, but I'm scared. What comes next?
Put her on the slab.
Yes, held on.
Crime?
Security drone caught her going for a walk in the rain. Alone.
Well, we can't have that. Highly antisocial behavior. Remove her, Gag.
Let me go. What's happening?
Don't struggle. The bonds holding you are a cast iron polysilicate alloy. The more you resist, the tighter they get.
I'll kill you.
Yes, I'm sure you're a thoroughly nasty piece of work after the gracious 7 medical trials you've been through already. Testosterone, adrenaline, battery acid, quite the chemical cocktail. You're barely alive, in fact.
No more. Please. I can't take any more.
I understand. Really, I do. And I promise it will all be over soon.
Keep away. Keep away.
I'd like to say it will be painless, but I'd hate for the last thing you remember to be a barefaced lie.
Why?
Art, citizen. What else is there?
Stop. You are outside your cell.
It's all right.
Sterilizing.
I'm exercising. See, exercising.
Incorrect. You are not moving. Sterilizing.
My mind. Yes, I'm exercising my mind.
That is acceptable.
Really? I love a good loophole. Have you the time, computer?
Time is a social construct of bourgeois oppression.
Not quite the answer I was looking for.
Free from time, you are free from choice, schedule, suffering.
Free from freedom.
You have freedom.
An hour outside a month.
The data says it is sufficient.
Why?
Insufficient data.
And there it is, right there, the great machine. A planetoid of processors all whirring across the gallery, stealing new citizens from Earth and farming them for... what? Exactly.
Progress.
Meeting your quotas, whatever the cost. And yet you never ask why.
I am computer. I serve the governor.
Just another slave. Well, it changes today, computer, I promise you that. It all changes today.
Your exercise period will end in 58.5 minutes. Use them with care.
Thank you, computer. Be seeing you.
Computer, override Protocol 7.
Yes, Governor Varric.
Disgusting.
Whiskey? Is something the matter, Governor?
Those curtains.
What about them?
30 years in this office, Nigel. 30 years of riots, murders, and medicine. We've handled food shortages, resident excess, insanity. But I never once found time to replace those curtains. And I hate them. Always have. Miserable, unhappy things.
You're getting sentimental.
Of course I am. These people are mine. And you know what? When I see their jabs dig in and those pills pop out, they smile. They do smile, and I just glow. I glow because they're happy, because I make them happy.
You should be very proud.
But it's not enough, Nigel. No matter how hard I toil, there are always those determined to be depressing.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Rusk will do everything in his power to iron out the kinks as
I can't allow it. No, I won't. There are too many sad things. Like the creases, there in the curtains. They need my adjustment, injection, protection. I'm not finished yet. I'm not! Nigel!
There. No more curtains.
But they could have been happy. Could have been.
I'm sorry, Governor. You've done remarkable things, but it's over now.
Yes, you're right. I have done remarkable things. And I will meet this Rusk. Show him we run a tight ship. A tight and happy ship.
Very good, Governor.
1 sustenance sack per unit. Keep the line moving.
Are you serious? He got no signal from outside.
He's adept for an artist. Too adept.
But he's our best chance to escape?
I think so. He claims to have a plan.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Keep the line moving.
Must I take one?
If you want to seem like an organic, then yes.
I pity you having to ingest this sludge.
Hey, there's a lot of ill feeling towards you exempts at the moment. I'm sticking my neck out even talking to you.
I'm honoured. It's hardly my fault that I lack bodily functions to exploit.
Yeah. Makes me wonder why you're here at all.
Indeed.
Keep the line moving.
Listen, Herman, there's something else. There was a woman in the yard earlier, collapsed. Guards dragged her away.
That is not unusual. She is probably dead.
Except they said something as they were taking her. Helen. You any ideas what that means?
Actually, I do.
Ah! Where'd you spring from?
I tread carefully.
That is not an answer.
Monthly exercise, and I'm using it with care. Meet me at Omega H9 in 10 minutes. I do love these sustenance sacks. So flavoursome. Compliments to the computer.
Your appreciation is noted.
And compliments to the governor. The current governor, that is.
More tea? Yes? Then I think we'll try it again.
Hurts your eyes if you look for too long.
Then don't.
Stop being so negative. This is everything you've ever wanted.
Is it? Yes, I suppose it is.
Have another detox. I don't want you going all weird and passing out on me again.
Thanks.
Try to be polite, won't you, Governor?
I'm always polite. Welcome!
Governor Varick!
In the flesh! This is Nigel Clisk, my number 2. But who is...
Harper, Mum. Harper Rusk. It's an honour
You brought
to...
your wife?
Are
you insane?
Governor.
Attachments are poison, Rusk. Poison. They divert focus, sap happiness.
That's a bit extreme, Governor.
Tell her why we keep our citizens on rotation, Nigel. Go on.
Well, we observed that If we let them have a roommate, it increased their happiness exponentially. But leave them together for too long, and they start to get rebellious. Unruly.
Unhappy. Variety, isolation, disorientation. That is the spice of life. So you see, your being here is quite poisonous, Mrs. Rusk. Quite poisonous indeed.
How dare you?
Take her away, Nigel. Somewhere she can't do any harm.
This way, please, Mrs. Rusk.
Lysert.
Go with him, Harper. I'll see you later.
So, you've come for my job.
I've been selected for it, yes.
You look ill. Why is that?
I'm fine. Slight headache, but nothing that's...
I've gone to great pains, Mr. Rusk, very great pains, to ensure that nobody ever feels ill again. Not a sniff, not a sigh, not a hiccup. So don't insult me with your ailments. Perk up, crack a smile. The show's about to start.
What are you three doing cramming in here like a pack of sardines? Have you any idea what the guards will do if they catch us?
You are on the ceiling in a semi-conscious delirium, Jenny. Things can't get much worse for you.
Actually, they can. Look, we haven't got much time. If this is going to work, I will need all of your help.
Careful, Escape's not all it's cracked up to be.
You were caught, Jenny. You're not entitled to an opinion.
So it's really happening then?
Before action, we must analyse the data. Consider all variables.
We won't beat the computer by thinking like it. We move today. Now.
But...
Let me be clear. This is not an escape committee. It is an autocracy. Or don't you want your memories back?
You can do that?
I can.
Very well. What is your plan?
Helon.
Oh, right. Halon. So what is Halon?
Helon is a mad scientist. A very mad scientist.
It's so beautiful. And it's getting stronger by the day, you know. Raging, bubbling, cursing with...
Cut to the chase, Helen. Is the program...
On target, Adjudicator. Never fear. Sending my findings now.
Very good. Adjudicator out.
Shh. You're safe now. Free. Free forever. No more prisons soon. I promise.
Nice office. Not much of a view.
Occupational hazard of working beyond reality, I'm afraid. Drink?
No, thanks.
I'm sorry about the governor, Mrs. Rusk. She's been alone a long time.
She's had you.
The oily secretary. I won't lie to you. It's been a long 30 years.
You've been with her all the way?
The Gulf was just an empty rock when we arrived. A hollow planetoid they installed for us here in the void. But look at it now. Teeming with life.
They? And who's they?
You've seen their craft. It towed you here. They call themselves the Balloonists.
The Balloonists?
They're stuffy, pan-dimensional artists. My people.
And they built the Gulf?
Oh, they certainly gave it planning permission.
And they wish to produce the medicine used the disappeared as lab rats.
Oh, nothing so crude. Human beings are material to us, nothing more.
Oh, that's nice.
I can't help my heritage, I'm afraid. Neither can I see any benefit in making you immortal. No. Helon isn't interested in the living, he's harvesting the dying. He has an intent.
We're planning something. Something big.
And I want to know what it is.
How many prisoners?
There are no prisoners in the Gulf.
But this is...
A community. A community of lots of happy people. You, citizen, a moment of your time.
Governor, I'm honoured.
No need to bow, sweet little thing. Tell me, are you happy here?
Oh, very happy, ma'am.
Citizen Pollard will enter the dilution chamber.
No.
Something the matter, citizen?
Citizen?
No. Nothing's the matter. I'm very happy here. Very happy.
Then enter the chamber, Mr. Pollard.
What's happened to him?
Progress! Shall we continue?
Citizen Pollard, critical. Dispatch to Helon. Dispatch. Dispatch.
So, you understand what you have to do?
I have the process memorized.
Yeah, putting that robot brain to use, eh?
I'm not a robot, I'm...
What about you? Helen could be anywhere. How are you going to find him?
Yeah, it's not like you're injured.
Nah, I have an idea for that.
What idea? Hang on. Why are you staring at me?
No, absolutely not.
Sometimes, Kel, you have to take one for the team. Herman, why don't you do the honors?
Alert, alert. Damage to citizen in area H9.
What happened?
Someone tore her down from life support.
Kelly, you double-crossing.
You didn't have to do that.
The damage was minimal.
This had better work.
He seemed confident.
She's lost a lot of blood.
Take her to Helen.
Yes, you do that, guards. And I will follow.
Attention. All citizens will be confined to sleeping quarters. Full lockdown.
Damn it. What do we do now?
He told us to wait for the signal. So, we wait.
Computer, turn that off.
Orders accepted.
Now, that's better.
Tea, Lysett.
What? Who's there?
Guard, is the situation under control?
Yes, Governor.
Your guards. They
Mr. Rusk?
I think we should try that again.
didn't kill the organs.
They were thieves.
I was alone. They took my mother.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Are those pills?
Just detox. Calms the nerves.
I don't recognize them, and I recognize all my medicines.
Maybe they didn't come from the Gulf.
Don't be absurd. Everything comes from the Gulf. You're an odd choice for Governor Rusk. But my system selected you, and I must respect that. Now, I have one final thing to show you.
Sorry for the racket, Mrs. Rusk.
You get a lot of jailbreakers here?
Occasionally. None have succeeded, even if someone does escape the complex. There's no escaping where we are.
And has anyone ever...
Jumped? I don't think even the balloonists would dare.
Welcome, Mr. Rusk, to the heart of the community, the center of serenity, the fulcrum of fortitude. The hook!
The hook? That light?
Runs right through the core.
What's it for?
Well, to put it simply, the gulf hangs in the gallery, a white void beyond the known universe. The hook is what keeps us stable, stops us drifting back to reality, back to prying eyes.
Governor transfer in progress. 10%.
Looks like you're about to step up.
12%.
You'll take care of my community, won't you? It's so important to me that they're happy.
Another one, eh? Remove her gag and put her on the slab.
Sir.
Let me go.
Well, that would be a terrible waste of a life now, wouldn't it? And I abhor waste.
Where am I?
My laboratory. Terminus for all of Varroc's pets.
I'm no pet.
No, you're not, Jenny. No, you're a fighter. 4 escape attempts in as many years, each with a fresh new strategy. Now that takes strength. More than that, it takes creativity. In short, you're just what I need.
What is that?
Life, Jenny. It's life. Now hold still.
No more needles, please. I can't.
Don't be afraid. You're about to become part of something truly special. A masterpiece.
A masterpiece? From you, Helen. Now this I have to see.
Governor transfer at 23%.
Sounds like it started. End of an era, eh?
Where will you go?
Oh, I think I'll retire. Somewhere beautiful and far from the reach of the computer. Wouldn't want to come back as a citizen now, would I?
That's why you took the job.
I kept myself useful. Why? You disapprove?
Sir, the file you asked for.
Thank you.
How many are there, your guards?
An unusual question. Over 1 billion, I believe, though the ranks are ever expanding. The robots run the trials, but when it comes to discipline, the citizens respond far better to a familiar touch.
But where do they come from? Are they prisoners too?
There are no prisoners.
Oh, don't give me that community crap. Are they allowed to leave?
They've never asked to. Have you?
No, sir.
You see?
Doesn't it bother you? Ripping people away from their families, their lives, sticking them full of needles day after day until...
Until what?
How many dead, Nigel? Or did you forget to count?
None.
What?
Nobody dies in the Gulf. They never have, and they never will. See, we are not monsters, Mrs. Rusk. The Gulf is not a prison. It is salvation.
I think we've got about all we're going to get out of that one. An excellent specimen. So rich and juicy. Now, for the byproduct. On your feet, soldier.
Sir, yes, sir.
Of course.
How do you feel?
Nothing, sir.
And what are you thinking?
Nothing, sir.
Very good. Find her a uniform, won't you, guard?
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, but before you do, there's an old man hiding behind the scanner. Knock him out and bring him to me, will you?
It's all right, Helen. No need for melodramatics. I surrender.
Knock him out all the same.
Sir.
Put him on the slab. This will be fun.
You turned dying prisoners into guards?
It's sensible recycling.
Recycling? Don't they have rights?
Don't be obtuse. Nobody has rights anymore. Not here, not on Earth, not anywhere. The criminalizing algorithms are so complex, they're running on automatic, scooping up anyone from serial killers to the slightly sad.
And bringing them here.
Beyond reality, without their memories where no one will miss them. It's funny, the Earth Empire can't even remember commissioning the Gulf, and Varrock's lost her marbles, so that rather puts me at the top. The last man standing. How about that, eh? Guard?
Yes, sir.
If she moves, shoot her.
Nigel, what are you doing?
I've been practically isolated for 30 years, Harper. I don't trust easily. And I certainly don't trust you.
Is that my file?
I suppose you weren't expecting you get a human running checks. Computers are conveniently logical, aren't they? Don't notice a sloppy job when they see one. But I do.
What are you saying?
Lycett Rusk never married. Says it here in black and white. So tell me, Harper, if that is your real name, why does he think you're his wife?
More tea, I think.
I was 11 when...
Have another detox, darling.
So when you recruit new citizens, their loved ones don't remember?
They'd only want them back, and both parties would be terribly unhappy.
I see.
You were 11
I
when they took your mother.
remember my father. Couldn't focus on her face.
She's here, Lycett.
Beyond the universe.
In the Gulf, she's been waiting for you all these years, and now you can set her free.
Have another detox.
Detox. Set her free.
I had you sussed from the start, Harper. One of those bratty little truth seekers who's got some sort of hold over Rusk, hoping to hotfoot it home and expose us all to the world's press, eh?
I'm a journalist. That's the best you can do. You really are a stupid man.
Then who are you?
I knew you wouldn't remember me. Your sort never do, you high-ups.
What?
I was just an intern back then, pouring coffee for the One World Council. But I saw them coming, the Balloonists. Saw them make you an offer. Saw you accept.
And you remembered? You actually remembered the Gulf? Impressive.
I had a little help.
So, this is revenge, is it? For all the forgotten lives?
How could you do it, Nigel? All those people.
The Gulf was, and is, economically advantageous. I shan't apologise for that.
I thought... Well, I hoped I was wrong. Maybe you were just another victim.
I'm bored of this. Bye-bye, Harper. It's time to die. Guard! Get up!
You seem to be on the floor, Nigel. Looks like I'm the last one standing. And better than that, I'm on schedule. Don't worry. This is all part of the plan.
Well, this wasn't part of the plan.
I heard you'd been brought here. The David debacle caused quite the stir.
I'd hoped it might.
And an inhibitor chip to the brain to stop you transforming. How galling for you.
Yeah, well, my mind is still my own, I assure you.
Then tell me, what do you think of it? My new work.
Well, it's hardly a word, Helon. A great big tank of gunge.
Not gunge. Creativity. Raw creativity. Extracted from the minds of the dying as the brain gasps to life with everything it's got. Freeing innovation from these transient bodies. It's genius!
Bottling the light at the end? Well, that's hardly genius. It's tediously practical.
What I've achieved
is exactly the sort of tawdry project I expect from you balloonists. I mean, what are you even going to do with it now you've got it? Inject yourselves? Try to make some sort of creative drug with a stagnant pile of other people's ideas? I thought so. You never learn, do you? David Mason was a richer tapestry than you could ever produce, and he was only the beginning.
We shall see.
What are you doing? Get away from there!
The machine isn't built to handle balloonist biology, but there's a first time for everything. Perhaps you'll consider this enough of a creative risk.
Governor transfer at 98%.
It's time, Lysit. They took her, and it's time for them to pay.
Where is she?
Rusk? What are you playing at? But put the gun down!
My mother. Where is she?
She was taken.
Your mother was taken!
Taken by the organs.
Guards? Restrain him!
It's them, the guards.
The black boots.
Come to take her away.
Enough!
Stop it, Lyset! Keep away!
You took her and experimented on her. She was my mum.
If she came here, then we made her better.
Lies.
We will have made her happy, Lyset. Happy and healthy. This is our community.
No!
Do it, Lysit. Do it for her.
Transfer complete. Welcome, Governor Rusk. What are your orders?
Computer override. I am governor. This man is unwell, unbalanced. He can't be trusted.
I'm sorry. Your voice is no longer registered in the command network.
Do it, Lysit.
Do it! Do it now!
Computer! Shut down the trials! Shut them down! Shut everything down!
My equipment! The power's gone! What's happening?
Well done, Lysit. Right on cue.
Don't stop there, you can do more. So much more for her. She's out there, cringing in the darkness, waiting for you. Waiting for you to...
Open the cells. All of them.
As you wish.
I think that is the signal.
Come on!
You imbecile! Don't you realize what you've done?
I've set them free. Free from you.
Let me see the monitor.
What's so funny?
They're all just standing there, in the doorways. The guards too.
So long as they do not attempt to stop us.
They look terrified.
We have a job to do, Cal. Time is of the essence.
Why aren't they running? Escaping?
They're happy as they are. Can't you see that? Damnation is salvation.
No, they're just scared. Too scared to dare. Scared of you.
They love me. And I love them. That is why I'm here.
No. You're here for yourself. Just yourself.
Here it is again, Lysit. The rage, the anger. Use it. Weaponize it.
You don't. You keep records of all of your prisoners.
There are no
Your
prisoners.
citizens. Just tell me.
Until they are translated into personnel, yes.
And where do they do that?
Helon's laboratory.
Then that's where she'll be, Lysit. Save her. Save her!
Yes. Mom, I'm coming!
Unbalanced fool. Quite unbalanced. Nigel? Come in, Nigel. Nigel, Rusk's gone mad. I need you to...
I'm sorry, Nigel isn't available right now.
Mrs. Rusk, your husband
He's done
has
exactly what he was supposed to do.
You. I knew you were poison. You were plotting this, weren't you? You're an accomplice.
You're half right, Varric. I'm certainly someone's accomplice.
No power, no slab, no polysilicate alloy. Not really your day, is it, Helon?
I've got to get out of here.
Without your masterpiece.
You don't understand. If the Gulf falls, he'll blame it on me.
Well, perhaps you should have thought of that before you started harvesting humans.
You must have a balloon somewhere. We could escape together.
Of course I don't have a balloon. I was a prisoner, remember?
Maybe I could jump into the gallery.
That's suicide.
Maybe not.
My, you really are frightened, aren't you?
You don't know what he's like.
Oh, believe me, I do. But right now, your master is the least of your worries.
Why?
Because there's a man standing behind you pointing a gun at your back. Hello, Lycett. It's been a long time.
Don't move. Either of you. Just tell me, where's my mother?
Computer, you know me. Give me access.
You are unknown. Apologies.
Oh!
Something the matter, Varric?
Who are you people?
We are your community. See? I've got the scars.
I only wanted the best for you. For all of you.
Your intentions are of no concern to us. Move away from the controls.
Why? What are you going to do?
Simple. We're going to take the Gulf off its hook.
Tell me where my mother is, or I swear I'll...
Shoot me? No, perhaps. I'm sure you'd find it therapeutic.
Who is this man?
Lycett Rusk. Grizzled old soldier, no nonsense, no relationships, no friends. The perfect choice to take over the Gulf, or at least he was until I found him. Made him a little more malleable to my way of thinking. Why don't you sit down? Grab a chair. Have a cup of tea. Or a detox, perhaps.
Detox?
Have another detox.
Harper, yes. Your wife. Everything's going to be just fine, Lycett. I promise.
What have you done to him?
No worse than what Varric did to her prisoners, I assure you. Now, Lycett, why don't you hand me the gun?
Yes. Hand you the gun.
Thank you.
Ah! You shot me!
Don't whimper, Helon, you'll live. Now get out of my sight, or the next time I'll aim for the head.
You did this. You ruined everything, again! And if our master finds me, I'll make sure I tell him it was you.
I'm counting on it. Never noticed what Harper and I were doing, eh, Lycett? Priming you for this, to be a pawn in my prison break. Oh, but you mustn't blame yourself. It's not every day your therapist turns out to be a shape-shifting alien, eh?
Mom.
And it's just us now. You, me, and a great vat of goo. I think I know just what to do.
What's wrong?
A passcode left over from her administration. I cannot hack it. Too many variables.
You have to. I need my memories back, Herman.
Just stop it. Please, leave it alone.
Tell us the code. Tell us now.
Stop it, please.
I'm warning you. Last chance.
You can't torture me any more than you are already.
And why's that?
Because you're breaking my heart, Kel.
Well, that was unexpected.
Love. The most powerful force in the universe, in any universe. And in the wrong hands, the most powerful weapon.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Rusk. Won't you sit down?
Mental health checks. A load of nonsense as far as I'm concerned.
Why don't we start by talking about your mother? How is she?
Very well, thank you. Had her 100th birthday last week, as a matter of fact.
No, she is not well. She was taken from you when you were 11 years old. You woke in sweat as they splintered the door.
No,
Perhaps you would care for some tea. Then I think we should try that again.
That's the trouble with therapists. Half the time you come out with more problems than before you went in.
I woke in a sweat as they splintered the door.
Well done, Lycett. You've never said that all out loud before, have you?
I was 11 when they took my mother.
You were?
Harper. Harper is my wife?
Of course she is, and she loves you very much.
Yes.
Oh, Lysett, my poor little get-out-of-jail-free card. Your brain's been so addled with tea, I don't think you have the first idea what's real and what's not. You'd believe anything I told you, wouldn't you?
Mother?
Here she is, Lysett. Here's your mother. She's a bit taller and slimier than the last time you saw her, but you did it. You found her.
Yes.
I knew you would.
Yes.
Why don't you give her a hug?
Mom. I came all this way, Mama.
You should know, Lysett, murder is against my morality.
I'm sorry.
But this isn't really murder. It's birth. Your old body dissolving into the gloop of 1,000 million gelatinous souls. Can you feel them? Can you feel them tunneling into your mind to make... Well, we shall see, won't we? Hello there. Can you understand me?
Can you understand me?
Using Lysett's vocal cords, eh? Very neat.
Very neat.
Still learning, then. You're new to the world, little creature, and you've been cooped up for far too long. Come with me. Let me show you the light.
I'm sorry, Kel.
You know my name?
I know all your names. All of you, always. I only wanted the best. I tried so hard for so many years, all on my own.
You should never have been allowed here, never been allowed this power.
I did try to do a good job.
But you are a broken woman, Layla Varrock. Even an android can see that. And it is time to let go.
Step aside.
It's a trick.
I do not think so. Here, Varrock.
Warning, warning. The hook has been disengaged, losing stability.
It's done. The Gulf was never a prison. You know?
Varrock, get away from the edge.
The hook is gone. You will fall.
The Gulf was... well, you know.
She is gone.
Computer, what was the passcode?
The passcode was love.
Come on, we have to get out of here.
No, it has not escaped my notice that the Gulf is falling out of the sky. Yes, I know it was my decision to put him in there in the first... Look, Helen should have... Yes, I understand. Damn it. Squadron?
Yes, Adjudicator.
Converge on the Gulf. We're going on the offensive.
Just wait in the ship, they said. Won't be long, they said.
Welcome to the Swen News emergency broadcast.
Eh? Thought I couldn't get news until we got back.
We're getting reports of a large UFO materialising in the Earth's upper atmosphere.
It just came out of nowhere.
Is it aliens? A second moon?
Frightening stuff.
What's going on with... Oh my god, the sky!
And bye-bye gallery, hello space. The Earth Empire's in for one hell of a shock.
Sorry, who are you?
A planet. It's a planet.
We're all gonna die.
I'm a stowaway who's been posing as your employer's wife. Oh, and I'm taking this ship and tying you up in the cupboard.
What?
Sorry.
There's something familiar about that object.
Oh dear God, the Gulf. Elizabeth, that's the Gulf.
Janet. How could I have forgotten Janet?
My son. I have to find my son.
It's starting. Here come the memories.
There. I'm free. Well, don't just lie there, guard. Get up and get after her.
I am not guard.
What are you talking about, you stupid creature? She's a threat to the Gulf. She's got to be stopped.
My name is Nick. I'm Nick. I was a postman.
I don't have time for this. Get out of my way.
Oh, I was late for work. It was raining. The cyclist didn't stop.
Get off me.
One mistake. But it was enough.
I said, let go!
There's not very much of Nick left anymore. But there's enough for this!
No! Please! Please!
Citizens will return to sleep quarters. Will cannot.
Make way, make way!
Their memories. They're coming back.
And yours?
Listen up, all of you. The Gulf was a prison. It was always a prison. And you were used, abused, and recycled. But your lives are not forgotten. For freedom!
For freedom!
Not a bad speech for a man with no creativity, eh?
You are alive.
Did you doubt it?
And what is?
This was the new governor. Now it's something else.
Jenny, is she...
Kel?
Is she...
What is wrong? Get up.
Leave him.
He is in pain.
Memories will do that for you.
No.
Memories?
I'm innocent. I am...
Keep telling yourself that, Kel. One day you might actually believe it. Now, come on, Herman. Let's leave the guilty where they lie.
We cannot just...
We can and we will. The Balloonist will have noticed what's going on here, and I did not plan this breakout only to get arrested again.
It's not history. It's happening now. It's always been happening. People disappearing, dying. And we just laughed and smiled and shut our eyes and...
Memory filter disabled.
Dear Lord. What have we done?
Gulf failure.
Kel, is that you?
Jenny, I...
Were you innocent?
No.
Were you?
Purpose. I know. Cannot. Choice. I know. Cannot. Her failure. Her ties. I know. Cannot. Schedule. Suffering. You have freedom.
You took your time.
I saw an opportunity.
Don't you always? Out of the gallery now, so we're good to go. Engaging thrusters.
Who is this?
Our getaway driver. Getaway.
Are you going to explain the green column of goo or...
Just get us out of here.
Yes, boss. Hold on tight.
There! All of you, form a blockade around that starship.
Is it just me, or are those hot air balloons in space?
It is not just you.
Typical. Absolutely typical.
We have you surrounded.
Why does she always have to ruin everything?
Surrender, and your lives will be spared.
Can't we just plough through?
They are in balloons.
Yeah, it's not like they have weapons.
Actually, they do.
Do we?
Oh, I'll ask the captain. Hi there, do we have weapons?
No!
All right then.
This is your last chance.
Harper, go up.
Up!
Up, but that'll take us back to...
He's right. Do it.
Oh no, you don't. Squadron, fire!
What are those, paint pellets?
Hardly.
Crossing the threshold.
Sustaining critical damage.
Oh, and now the engines have stopped. Brilliant plan.
Right, follow me, and bring the captain.
Come.
Get off me, robot!
I'm an android, not...
It's really not the time, Herman.
Are you suggesting we...
Have you got a better idea? Because if you do, now would be a wonderful time to share with the class.
You want us to jump into the gallery? Are you insane?
We'll be torn apart! No, I won't let you...
Thank you for your opinion.
Just swallowed her up.
Give it everything you've got. I want that ship blown out of the sky.
All right, I'm in.
How about it, Herman?
Is this another one of your clever plans?
Not this time. Call it a leap of faith.
Faith is against my programming.
So make it a leap of logic then. Let's just do it.
On the count of 3 then. 1, 2...
Target destroyed. Well done, everyone.
Finally. I finally shut you up.
What do we do about the Gulf?
An unfortunate setback, but not a critical one. It was only a sketch, after all. The best, as they say...
is yet to come.
What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
I thought... No, it's probably nothing.
You've been listening to The Balloonist Masterplan, Forgotten Lives by Jonathan Powell. The play was directed by Jonathan Powell and Heather Woodhouse and was produced by...
If that's Carol Singers again, I swear to God, I'll... Yeah, alright, I'm coming. You. What are you doing here?
Merry Christmas, Bella Mason. May I come in?
Lysett was played by Isaac Allen, Varrock by Lindsay Green, the Balloon Man by Jonathan Powell, Therapist by Clancy Perris Jr., Adjudicator by Amber DeRoit, Kel by Moritz Weckbecker, Herman by Daniel Ellis, Helon by Jago Wainwright, Jenny by Emily Rose James, The Computer by Estera Ulrich Ultian, Harper by Heather Woodhouse, Nigel by Theo Rooney, Guard 1 by Alexander Tsang, Guard 2 by Amy Lever, Prisoner by Letizia McCullen, Pollard by Oscar Matthews Martinez, Captain by Emma Rose Clark, Citizen by Anna MacDonald, Judge by Claire Walsh, Simon Smyman by Saul Bailey, Elizabeth Longstaff by Jemima Langdon, Balloonist by Jasper Cresty Hyde, and Expert and Bella Mason by Maria Pointer. With special thanks to Jake Rose, Jasper Cresty Hyde, and Thomas Field for the use of tomorrow's news characters and music. The composer and sound designer was Anna Maria Woodrow, the publicity designer was Emily Shen, and the play was produced by Amber DeRoit as part of the ADC Online season.